Tubes Limited earnings conference call hosted by InCred Equities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on a touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rahul Agarwal from InCred Equities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thanks, Nico, and good afternoon to everyone on the call. Thanks for joining in. We welcome you all to discuss APL Apollo Tubes' first quarter fiscal 24 financial performance of the company. We have with us the senior management of the company led by Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Deepak Goyal, Director Operations and Group CFO, and Anubhav Gupta, Chief Strategy Officer for APL Group. I now hand over to the management for the remarks, and after which we'll get into the Q&A session. Over to you, Anubhav.
Thanks, Rahul, and thanks to InCred Capital for hosting APL Apollo Tubes for its Q1 FY24 earnings call. And thanks to all the shareholders, analysts who have joined this call. We welcome you to our Q1 FY24 earnings call. The Q1 went pretty well in terms of the sales volume as we touched 660,000 tons, highest ever volume for the quarter. This was despite the fact that there was some volatility in the raw material prices. The steel prices globally and in India fell by around 5 to 10%. So there was some sense of destocking in the market, but despite that, we were able to achieve our quarterly volumes target. And because of some destocking, there was slight decline in the EBITDA per ton spreads for the company. So we were expecting around 4,800 to 5,000 rupees per ton, but we ended up having 4,600 rupees per ton. So yes, we could have earned extra 150 to 200 million rupees in the quarter in terms of EBITDA, but now things are back to normal, and we are seeing very good traction in the month of July, and August, September also look promising. So we shall be able to make up of whatever we lost in Q1. The EBITDA growth in absolute terms for the quarter was up 58% YOY, and so was the net profit, which was up 60% YOY. So we have started FY24 on a strong note to achieve our volume targets of 2.8 to 3 million tons for the full year, and 14 to 15 billion rupees of absolute EBITDA, which is our target for this year. Coming to the balance sheet, the working capital days remain good at 6 days, which helped us fund our capex of 1.8 billion, which was pending for Raipur, and to achieve our 5 million ton capacity. So we told you that almost 5 to 6 billion rupees would be spent to finish our capacity to 5 million tons. And out of that, around 1.8 billion we spend in Q1, and over the next 3 to 4 quarters, we will spend another 3 to 3.5 billion to complete 5 million ton capacity for the group. The debt was slightly higher by 400 million QQ basis. In June, we ended with 2.8 billion of net debt, but they should start coming down as now Raipur is ramping up, and the operating cash flows remain strong with 6 to 7 days of working capital cycle. Apart from this, just to talk a bit on our Raipur plant, so 1 million ton of capacity which we added. Out of this, 600,000 ton is fully operational, which is divided into 2 segments. One is heavy structural tubes, and second is coated products. And our narrow thicker section of 400,000 ton, this will be starting over the next 1 to 1.5 months, where just one line of galvanization is under process, and once it starts, we will kickstart this 400,000 ton of plant, and this will give us incremental volume over the next 2 to 3 quarters. In the quarter one, we did around 75,000 tons of volume from Raipur, and if we analyze this, the utilization levels remain at 30%. But in Q2, this will ramp up to 100,000 tons and then 150 in Q3, and eventually 175 to 200,000 tons by Q4. So we do believe that Raipur we should be able to do around 500,000 tons to 600,000 tons for the full year. In Q1, the EBITDA spread from Raipur was around 4,000 per ton. The gross spreads are pretty good. It is just that the utilization level was 30%, so that's why EBITDA per ton is 4,000 per ton. But otherwise, based on our gross margin spreads, we believe that 6,000 to 7,000 rupees per ton kind of stabilized EBITDA spreads from Raipur look very, very promising. As we are talking about Raipur, which is a mix of our innovative products, so market creation also becomes very, very important. So glad to share that for the heavy structural segment, with the market creation efforts, we have got now more orders for the railway stations, for high-rise buildings. Some of the live sites we have shown in our presentation as well. So the conviction and confidence remain very high that with our products we are going to revolutionize the construction industry, and these new products will help us achieve our volume targets over the next 2 to 3 years. Apart from that, the focus on other value-added products like coated products, the distribution of those products have started, and there is good full demand from our distributors, which carry high EBITDA spreads. So this gives us confidence that we should be able to ramp up Raipur plant to 500,000 to 600,000 ton this year, and eventually 1 million ton by FY2025-26. Other updates on the capacity addition to achieve 5 million tons. So just to give you a breakup of new incremental capacity which is coming. So Raipur, we're going to add 300,000 ton over 1 million ton. Then 0.3 million ton is coming in Dubai. 0.2 million ton is coming in East India, and around 0.6 million ton we are going to add brownfield. We are going to add brownfield capacity in our existing plants. So with this, we will be a 5 million ton capacity company, and we should be able to utilize this capacity by FY26. So that's our vision statement for 2025, that we will be selling this much of volume with higher EBITDA spread than 5,000 per ton, which is the current run rate. So that's it from our side, Rahul, and we can open the floor for Q&A.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Our first question is from the line of Amit Dixit from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for the opportunity. I have a couple of questions. The first one is on the narrow tubes capacity ramp up at Raipur. While in the prepared remarks, you indicated that it is going to be started shortly. Can you give us a sense of a timeline from the capacity ramp up plans that you have mentioned? I think it's more like Q4. And how do we look at EBITDA per ton trajectory in Q4? More specifically, will we hit 6,000 to 7,000 EBITDA per ton from Raipur in Q4 itself, or will we have to wait for FY25?
Coming to the first question, which is around the narrow line in the Raipur. So see, I mean, this is the product which is high thickness coated sheets. Okay, it's a complete innovation from the house of APL Apollo, because so far, if you see in India or globally, the color coated sheets which are available are up to thickness of 1.2 mm. Okay, but we thought that we should be able to produce a color coated sheet of up to 4 mm thick. Okay, so beyond 1.2, which industry has not produced ever. So we put up the line, and it was started last year. Okay, we were buying the galvanized sheets from the industry, and then we were color coating it, right? So that we started last year, and we tested the market because it was a new product, innovative product. The market applications were.
आपण ज्या व्यक्तीसोबत बोलत आहात त्या व्यक्तीने आपला कॉल.
Yeah, sorry. So Amit, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So the applications were purlins, right, which are used in the construction industry, the solar structures, right, ducting. There were like various applications which you could see. So we tested the market last year, right, and the result was pretty good. But the difficulty was that we were buying the galvanized sheets from outside, so the supply was not stable, right? So anyways, we were going to set up our in-house galvanizing line, right? So that got a bit delayed. We thought we should be able to start in like July, August. So now it's pretty much on track, and end August, first week of September, we should be firing that galvanized line. And once this is there, then it's a continuous process where we put HR coil, and then we galvanize it, and then we color coat it. So it will be a full in-house back-to-back color coated sheet. And with that, like I said, last year we tested the market. There was good demand, and we are hopeful that the ramp up for this product will be pretty strong, and the utilization levels for Raipur will start inching up from 30% to 40, 50, 55%. And coming to the second question, the EBITDA spreads from Raipur. So see, I mean, if you see that at utilization levels of 30%, right, we are able to make EBITDA spreads of around 3,000 to 4,000, right? So with 80-90% utilization, definitely the plant will reach those levels. But it will take 2 to 2.5 years, right? But what we can promise you is that EBITDA spreads will continue to improve as the utilization levels continue to go up.
Okay, that's very helpful. My second question is on, as I look at the broad EBITDA per ton progression in the quarter, from Q4 to Q1, where I see that Apollo V as a group, the EBITDA per ton has declined. Others, EBITDA per ton has been stable or is up. So is it due to purely Raipur effect that Apollo V is down, or is it something else?
So Apollo V is not being manufactured in Raipur, right? It's a non-Raipur product, And this is in our Bangalore plant, right, and in our Secunderabad plant in North India, where the maximum production takes place for Apollo G.
So what explains the EBITDA pattern decline QOQ? Because this is the only category where we are seeing this mainly.
Hi. Good morning, everybody. Amit, you are seeing the decline in the EBITDA pattern in the G product. This product is we manufacturing from this product from the galvanized coils. And if you see the first quarter, all the steel plants are in the pressures. Our steel plants, due to almost 5,500 rupees ton decline in the raw material prices, steel plants के पास sales बहुत कम थी, तो they narrow their galvanized product prices. उसके कारण this is impact कि हमारा ये जो product में margin कम हुआ. But if you see the overall margin our, we done the volume almost 483,000 ton from APL, 91,000 ton from AMPL, and 86,000 ton from ABPL. Total is 660. और हमारा जो रायपुर प्लांट से ABPL से हमारा कोई मार्जिन क्वार्टर में नहीं था, ड्यू टू देयर इज टू रीजंस बिहाइंड इट. एक वहाँ पर अपनी फुल कैपेसिटी चालू करने के लिए हमने पूरा अपना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेटअप कर दिया है, और दूसरा वहाँ पर रॉ मटेरियल भी हमने अपना स्टॉक लेवल भी बढ़ा दिया था ड्यू टू द कि हमको प्रोसेस अपना पूरा रैंप अप करना है. उसके कारण हमको वहाँ पर स्टॉक लॉस, यू कैन से इन आवर लैंग्वेज स्टॉक लॉस लग गया, जिससे हमारा मार्जिन वो खत्म हुआ. प्लस हमारे खर्चे ज्यादा थे, जो अब अगस्त से हमारा रैंप अप होना, जुलाई में काफी रैंप अप हुआ, अगस्त में भी हो रहा है, और सितंबर से फुल रैंप अप हो जाएगा, तो वहाँ का हमारा मार्जिन अपना वापस रूटीन में आ जाएगा. बट इफ यू सी द ओल्ड APL, तो आवर वॉल्यूम इज 483 प्लस 91, 574 हमारा वॉल्यूम है, और EBITDA हमारा 330 करोड़ का है. तो 330 डिवाइड बाई 571, almost the EBITDA margin is 5,700 rupees per ton. In spite of the almost 5 to 10% raw material price are declined. So I think we are on the track. Just a matter of time कि हमको अपना ABPL को हमको थोड़ा सा स्ट्रीमलाइन करना है. और जो जेट प्रोडक्ट में हमारा ये EBITDA % टूटा है ड्यू टू द रॉ मटेरियल प्राइसेस में पीछे स्टील प्लांट की तरफ से प्रेशर था. उन्होंने अपना ये गैल्वेनाइज्ड प्रोडक्ट में अपना मार्जिन कम कर रखा था.
Okay, great, sir. Thanks. That was very elaborate and helpful. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aman Agarwal from Equirus Securities. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity. Sir, with respect to the upcoming capacities that we have mentioned on the new capacity in the Eastern India and the Dubai and the brownfield expansion, the VAT expansion that we are mentioning, can you give us a breakup of which product would be coming up with these capacities?
In the East India, our plant is अभी start नहीं हुआ है. We are looking right now. We are looking for the land. हमें land भी हमारी finalize नहीं हो पाई है. But this is very small quantity of 2 lakh ton capacity. तो totally commodity products. Value added product हम सारा रायपुर से ही सर्विस करेंगे. क्योंकि हर प्लांट में वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट का प्लांट लगाना जाएंगे तो हमारा कॉस्ट बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारा वहाँ पर कैपेक्स बहुत छोटा कैपेक्स है. 50 करोड़ के आसपास का कैपेक्स है हमारा. दुबई में हमारा टोटल स्ट्रक्चरल टूबिंग पर ही पूरा फोकस है, अप टू 300 स्क्वायर.
Understood, sir. And so secondly, on the target VAT share, I see a slight trim down from earlier guidance of 75% to around 70% now. Any particular reason why we have slightly trimmed down the guidance?
बस we can't define, इतना नैरो मार्जिन को डिफाइन नहीं कर पाते हैं. 5% 70 हो गया, 75 हो गया. When we are in the case of volume, तो जो बिकता बेचते हैं, जो मार्जिन मिलता है लेते हैं. नंबर थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है.
Understood, sir. Understood. And sir, lastly, on the margin side, last quarter we mentioned that, due to strong demand pull, we had reduced the channel discounts that we were offering. So, how was the situation this quarter around on the discount that we offer to the channel partners?
और जुलाई तक मार्केट इज रॉ मटेरियल प्राइसेस इन द प्रेशर तो कुछ सेल था, बट अगर से वापस मार्केट इज नाउ स्टेबलाइज, तो अगर से तो हमारा ये काफी अच्छा चल रहा है. फर्स्ट 7 days इज वेरी गुड, नॉट गुड, आई कैन से वेरी गुड. जुलाई वी हैव डन ऑलमोस्ट 200,000 से प्लस हमारा वॉल्यूम था, एंड अगस्त एंड सितंबर वी आर टारगेटिंग 2.5 प्लस 2.5. तो टोटल दिस क्वार्टर जैसा हमारा गाइडलाइन की पहला क्वार्टर पहले हाफ में 13 to 14 लाख का टारगेट कर रहे थे विद EBITDA मार्जिन ऑफ 650 to 700 crore. तो वी आर राइट ऑन ट्रैक. सेकेंड हाफ में वी आर टारगेटिंग फॉर वॉल्यूम ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट 15 to 16 lakh ton with a EBITDA margin of 750 to 800 crore. तो फॉर ओवरऑल फुल ईयर 28 से 30 लाख टन के बीच में वॉल्यूम एंड 1400 crore के आसपास का EBITDA. In present scenario, I don't see any pressure.
Understood, sir. And sir, on the long run, EBITDA per ton guidance, we still maintain on the 5,000 for FY24 and gradually to around 6,000 by FY25 and or maybe FY26. We stick to that?
Boss, देखो, I'm a promoter. I always bullish on my numbers. और जो मैंने काम किया है, technically पूछोगे, I'm not satisfied with 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. My target is in 5 figures. But right now the positions are, we have to slowly cover up करना है. मेरे को लगता है कि जैसे जैसे हमारा रायपुर रैंप अप हो जाएगा सेकेंड हाफ में पूरा, तो हमारा अगस्त में लास्ट मशीन चालू हो रहा है नैरो लाइन का, उसके बाद मेरा EBITDA मार्जिन 6,000 के आसपास स्टेबल होना चाहिए Q3 से. बट ओवरऑल सुपर बिग सेक्शन का हमारा डिमांड भी अच्छा क्रिएट हो रहा है. जैसे जैसे हमारे जो हमने प्रोजेक्टों ऑलमोस्ट वी हैव डन ड्राइंग डिजाइनिंग प्रोजेक्ट ऑन 300 प्रोजेक्ट्स, तो उसके जैसे जैसे डिमांड क्रिएट होगी, तो दिस टू थिंग्स आवर की फैक्टर टू इंक्रीज आवर मार्जिन्स.
Understood, sir. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Sneha Talreja from Edelweiss Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir, and congratulations for strong volumes. Just two questions from my end. One is related to the new Raipur facility. So you are going to add further 0.3 million tons. So where are you adding this and which product profile? Also, if at all you could give some breakup of the current product profile. You are manufacturing 3 products here. So which one of them is, right now going where, and what is the utilization rate amongst these products? Like, are we selling more of higher diameter products or color-coated or color-coated products? So where are we in each of these products is something that I would want to know.
Thank you, Sneha, for the question. First of all, you have to understand what is Raipur. In Raipur, we have three segments. One segment is we call it HSU segment, where we are making हम बड़े sections बनाते हैं. इसका भी हमारा कैपेसिटी ऑलमोस्ट 4 लाख टन के आसपास है ना. 3 लाख टन के अबाउट हमारा कैपेसिटी है. इसमें हमारी 1000 स्क्वायर की मिल अभी आनी बाकी रह गई है. उसको आके ये 4 लाख टन की कैपेसिटी हमारी हो जाएगी. एंड द सेकेंड हमारा कॉम्प्लेक्स है वाइडर. इसमें हमारी कैपेसिटी 3 लाख टन की है. ये ऑलमोस्ट ये ऑल फुल रन पे है हमारा. थर्ड इज हमारा नैरो सेक्शन है जिसकी कैपेसिटी भाई 4 लाख टन की है. टोटल 1.2 यहाँ पर ये 3+4+1 है. बड़ी बड़ी चालू हमारा HSU का 4+1 5 लाख टन की कैपेसिटी है टोटल. तो ये टोटल कैपेसिटी हो जाती है 12 लाख टन की, जिसमें 4 हमारा HSU का कैपेसिटी ऑलरेडी ये ऑन स्विंग है. वाइडर में 3 लाख टन हमारा ऑन स्विंग है. ये नैरो सेक्शन हमारा पूरा रेडी है. बस एक गैल्वेनाइजिंग लाइन हमारा चालू होना रहेगा, तो जो हमारा 14 अगस्त को चालू हो रहा है. अब इसमें हमारे जो प्रोडक्ट है HSU सेक्शन में तो हमारे सारे बिगर सेक्शंस हैं. इसमें जैसे जैसे डिमांड रैंप अप हो रही है, हमारी सेल रैंप अप होती जाएगी. इस क्वार्टर में हम ऑलमोस्ट बिगर सेक्शन में टोटल 50,000 टन के आसपास है। 50,000 ये ऑलमोस्ट 16,000 टन के पर मंथ के रेंज में आ चुके हैं। इस क्वार्टर में वी आर टारगेटिंग टू अचीव 20,000 टन पर मंथ एंड वाइटर हमारा पूरा चल रहा है, इसमें हम 20,000 प्लस हम वॉल्यूम ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं। नंबर 3 नैरो सेक्शन में वी हैव 2 पार्ट्स, वन इज फ्लैट प्रोडक्ट एंड वन इज ट्यूब्स में हमारी कैपेसिटी इसमें जो है 25,000 टन की है और फ्लैट प्रोडक्ट में 5,000 टन कलर एंड 5,000 ये जीपी फॉर ये अपना पीबी। तो ये 5,000 टन उसमें कलर है जो हमारा पीबी में यूज होगा एंड 5,000 टन जीपी है जो हमारा पीबी में यूज होगा। तो टोटल कैपेसिटी 35,000 टन। ट्यूब को भी अगर डिफाइन करेंगे सेक्टर बाय सेक्टर तो उसमें 3-4,000 टन कलर ट्यूब है हमारा, 7-8,000 टन हमारा प्री गैल्वेट ट्यूब है जिसको हम जेट कैटेगरी क्या बोलते हैं अपोलो जेट है एंड 3-4,000 टन हमारा सीआरसी ऑटोमोटिव ट्यूब है एंड 3-4,000 टन हमारा कोल्ड रोड फुल हार्ड लाइटर ट्यूब है।
Understood, sir. Sir, thanks a lot for the elaborate answer. Sir, one more thing is, like this particular quarter, you said prices were falling. So how is the channel inventory at this point of time? Last time you had guided that inventory is about 15 to 20 odd days. Where is it now?
Channel inventory is almost blank, खाली है. So there is a very good symptom of demands creating, although there is a monsoon time, but अच्छी demand create हो रही है from August.
Understood, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. I will get back in with you and all the best.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Jatin Damania from Kotak. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, एक चीज समझना था. Now, since we are saying that Raipur will be 6,000 to 7,000 rupees EBITDA per ton once we ramp up our capacity to 1 million ton. But just wanted to understand, while for 2025 we are giving a guidance of near about 2.5 times increase in the EBITDA. So, which segments and which all facilities drive the EBITDA?
Thank you, Jatin, for coming on the call. Jatin, what we are targeting for 2,500 crore EBITDA. We have right now 3 companies we are running. One is APL, one is AMPL, and one is ABPL. AMPL is capacity is almost 400,000 ton. ABPL we are going for 1.2 million ton, so 16. And Dubai is 3 lakh ton, 5 million ton में. And बाकी APL हो गया सारा, तो 16 3 31 lakh ton is APL. Our total capacity out of 5 million ton, APL is 3.1 million ton. MPL is 0.4 million. MPL 1 लाख टन बढ़ जाएगा ना, 5 हो जाएगा. 5 million ton is MPL Apollo Metalex. 1.2 million ton is ABPL. And 0.3 million ton in Dubai. My target is 10,000 rupees ton EBITDA per ton in Dubai, almost 300 crore rupees. ABPL I am looking at least EBITDA of 7,000 to 8,000 rupees ton. If conservative side you take 700 to 840 crores from ABPL. ABPL we are running same phase of 8,000 rupees per ton EBITDA. Is almost close to 400 crore rupees. And APL, I think 4,500 rupees ton is the EBITDA margin. 3,100 into 4,500. 1,400 crore. 14 plus 4, 18 plus 8, 26 plus 3, almost we are targeting for 3,000 crore rupees of EBITDA. Currently we are talking 2,500 crore rupees of EBITDA.
Okay. Sir, thank you for this detailed explanation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Vikas Singh from Phillip Capital. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Sir, I just wanted to understand this 5 million ton of capacity which we are talking about. What kind of volumes and value addition percentage we would be doing, considering that once we start increasing our SKUs, usually the utilization rates seems to usually decline. So if you could give us some insight into it.
Our value added product is almost close to 3.5 million ton, and commodity product is 1.5 million ton.
So roughly about 70% we would be doing value addition. And what is the sales volume we are targeting for that 5 million ton?
Full 5, Vikas. So this is the sellable capacity what we are talking about.
Understood. So actual capacity would be higher than that.
बॉस उसको कहने को आप जैसे भी कह लो, एक्चुअल तो कैपेसिटी वही होती है जो आप सेल कर, जो आप प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो. We recognize like a same capacity, 5 to 5.
Agree, sir.
So you may say 10% higher, 5.5 million ton.
Understood, sir. So my second question pertains to this railway revamping plan. Now that the capex seems to be pretty large, wanted to understand where we are placed, how big this opportunity could be for us, and whether we are already in place to gain this segment, or there's still some time before we can get into that space.
So Vikas, when you look at the modernization of railway stations, there are 4 structures. Okay. One is the station building, which is called the concourse, right? So concourse is a modern structure where there will be platforms on the ground floor, and then on the upper floor there will be like retail, office complexes, etc., which you see in countries outside India. Okay. Second structure is the foot over bridges, FOBs, right? Third is the ceiling roofing truss, right, which is over and above the concourse structure, which covers the complete new building. And fourth are the office complexes, which a lot of the railway stations are having. Okay. So if you look at our opportunity for Apollo in heavy structurals, so there are 2 products which are two applications which are 100% on tubular. One is the foot over bridges, right, and second is the truss, the ceiling, the roofing of the structure. So in India there is like a target of 1,500 railway stations which are going for redevelopment, right? So depending on like some railway station it will be like 500 tons, some railway station it will be like 2,000, 3,000 tons, depending on like how big the station. Now what we are trying to do is that the bulk of the consumption of steel will be in the concourse structure and the station and the office complexes which are nearby. So that railways has 2 options: go for RCC or go for steel. Now, where the government has approved steel structures, right? Then there are 2 options. One is for conventional steel, second is for tubular. So here, what we are doing is that we are convincing the contractors and its consultants who have secured the project, right? That he should build that concourse structure and office complexes on steel tubes. So glad to share that Tirupati railway station has been approved 100% on tubular. Like all the 4 structures are 100% on tubes. Okay. So with that, it has opened the, like I would say, floodgates, right, to go and approach the contractors that whosoever has won the contract, that you please construct your buildings, your structures on tubes, right? So as we speak, there are almost 30-40 such buildings where we are going and talking to the contractors, their consultants and authorities, right? So just to throw a number, like New Delhi railway station, you can see the tender document, right? Right now it's under bidding. It will have at least 20 to 30,000 tons of tube consumption. right? Other than that, like whether it is Mumbai, Ahmedabad, then 1,497 other small cities where these railway stations are upcoming. So this throws a huge opportunity to supply to create market and supply our products.
Understood. And all this would be in the value-added segment, right? Heavy to super heavy structure, right?
Yeah, heavy and super heavy, that is right.
Yeah. Thank you. That answers my question, and all the best for future.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aditya Velekar from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So just I want to confirm if I heard it right. So for FY25, we are targeting a sales volume of 5 million ton, right?
25-26.
Yeah, so that's FY26.
This year we are targeting 28 to 30 lakh ton. Next year we are targeting 36 to 40 lakh ton. And 25-26 we are targeting 46 to 50 lakh ton.
Understood. So my next question is, in this quarter, have we taken inventory loss? Is it due to the drop in the secondary steel prices? And if yes, currently what is the spread between primary and secondary?
But after a long battle, now Apollo come out with this inventory loss and gain position. हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत हमको इम्पैक्ट जरूर आता है जो हमारे पास से अनसोल्ड मटेरियल 70 to 80,000 टन 70 to 80,000 टन मटेरियल हमारे घर में होता है. तो यू लाइक कैन से कि हमको 70,000 टन इनटू 5,500 रुपीज टन का हमारा प्राइस ड्रॉप हुआ इस क्वार्टर में. तो 38 करोड़ के आसपास का हमको टेक्निकली इन्वेंट्री लॉस लेना होगा बुक्स में. बट अब हम इसको कभी काउंट नहीं करते क्योंकि दिस इज ऑल आवर फुल बिजनेस, दिस इज वेरी लेस. हमारा ऑलमोस्ट सारा मटेरियल कवर्ड होता है ये अपने ये बैड के साथ. तो अब हमको हमारी बुक्स में उतना कोई इन्वेंट्री लॉस या प्रॉफिट का आपने देखा होगा 2 साल से कोई इम्पैक्ट नहीं आ पा रहा. जब से हमने ब्रांडिंग अपना डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को स्ट्रॉन्ग किया है उससे पहले हमको इन्वेंट्री लॉस और गेन का जरूर इम्पैक्ट आता था. नाउ वी आर कम आउट फ्रॉम दिस पोजीशन. हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत हमको ये जब चैनल डिस्टॉकिंग हो रहा होता है तो हमको थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा मार्जिन देके माल पुश करना पड़ता है. उसका थोड़ा बहुत इम्पैक्ट और भी अब 10-5 करोड़ का इम्पैक्ट और मान सकते हैं. अगर इस क्वार्टर में इन्वेंट्री लॉस नहीं हुआ होता, प्राइसेस नहीं ड्रॉप हुए होते तो हमारा EBITDA में भी 375-380 करोड़ के आसपास होता.
Understood, sir. Sir, next is what is our capex guidance for 25? So I guess our for 24 guidance is 600 million. So will that be enough?
हमारा ये जो कैपेक्स है जो 5 मिलियन टन को अचीव करने के लिए ऑलमोस्ट 300 करोड़ के आसपास का पेंडिंग रह गया है. मे बी 10-20 करोड़ प्लस माइनस 5% प्लस माइनस. इससे हमारा 5 मिलियन टन का पूरा कैपेसिटी हमारा पूरा हो जाता है. उसका अभी हम 1.5 साल अभी कोई कैपेक्स प्लान में नहीं है. 25 दिसंबर से जहाँ पर हमारा वॉल्यूम 4 मिलियन टन क्रॉस कर चुका होगा वहां से भी रोड मैप प्लान फॉर अनदर 5 मिलियन टन कैपेसिटी नेक्स्ट 5 years अप टू 2030 कि कंपनी को 2030 में हम कैसे ये 10 मिलियन टन तक लेके जाएं. इन दिस प्रोसेस आई थिंक हमारा जो नेक्स्ट कैपेक्स राउंड शुरू होगा 26 जनवरी से शुरू होगा. वो लगभग 26 and 27 26 जनवरी to 27 दिसंबर हमारा 2,000 करोड़ के आसपास का कैपेक्स होगा जो हमारा कैपेसिटी को एनहांस करके 10 मिलियन टन कर देगा.
Understood, sir. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Lavanya Totala from UBS. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. So I just wanted to understand the opportunities that we are seeing for the health structural. When should we start realizing the impact of this on the volumes, like in the coming quarters? How do you see that? And in the railway structure business, which you are highlighting, in that, what will be the pricing difference for a contractor to use conventional steel versus tubular steel? Will there be any benefit of using tubular over conventional steel for railway bridges and all?
Thank you, Ravina. If you see our numbers, Last quarter में we have done heavy sections कितना किया था दीपक हमने? Q4 में. Q4 में कितना था? क्या? 41 था. लास्ट क्वार्टर हमने Q4 में हमने 40,000 टन के आसपास किया था. Q1 में हम 50,000 टन पे आ गए हैं. There two type of growth is coming in the big sections. One from the projects जहाँ पर हमारी डिजाइन टीम काम करके डिजाइन पास करा रही है एंड वहाँ से धीरे धीरे करके इंक्वायरी जनरेट हो रही है. दूसरा फ्रॉम द रिटेल ऑल्सो जहाँ पर अभी उसके रिप्लेसमेंट में एंगल, चैनल, गाटर, आरसीसी सब यूज होते थे. तो इसमें हमारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि राइट नाउ दिस प्रोडक्ट इज नॉट इन द मार्केट. Now slowly the architects and all the consumers are knowing that they can switch to 500 square, 400 square, 600 by 300, 600 by 200. उनको जैसे से नॉलेज मिल रही है तो आई एम सीइंग द ट्रेंड फ्रॉम द मार्केट कि रिटेल से ही हमारे पास डिमांड आ रही है. तो आई एम वेरी होपफुल कि ईयर ऑन ईयर इस प्रोडक्ट में हमारा 40 to 50% का ग्रोथ आना चाहिए.
Got it, sir. And on the railways, conventional steel versus tubular steel, how would that differ?
There is no such an ऐसा डाटा हमारी टीम कुछ भी बोले. आई एम नॉट कन्विंस्ड विद द टीम. हम उस पर डिजाइन पर काम कर रहे हैं और काफी जगह से हमको पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा है. लाइक हमने मैक्स हॉस्पिटल का नालावती हॉस्पिटल में फर्स्ट पेज पूरा कर लिया है. हमने अभी तिरुपति रेलवे स्टेशन पर 2,000 टन मटेरियल सप्लाई किया है. इस टाइप से ऑलमोस्ट मैंने देखा है कि हमारी जो डिजाइन टीम ने जो काम किया वो ऑलमोस्ट 200,000 टन के आसपास डिजाइन पर किया हुआ है. अगर वो प्रोजेक्ट्स क्लिक होते हैं तो मे बी दिस डिमांड कम ऑन वन डे, मे बी अब उतना कमीज नहीं होता तो सोलिडी रैंप अप होगा. तो दिस इज नॉट ए राइट थिंग कि मैं अपने आपसे कमिट करूं कि आपको कि इसका 10% की ग्रोथ आएगी. Maybe you've seen in any quarter there is growth of 50%. So this growth is project based. But we are very hopeful. जहाँ पर भी जितने भी contractors से and consumer से बात कर रहे हैं, they are very very bullish on these projects. ये कोई product. तो अगर आप थर्ड वर्ल्ड देखोगे US, चाइना एंड यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, वहाँ पर इसकी डिमांड नॉर्मल ट्यूब से ज्यादा है. तो वी आर वेरी होपफुल कि इंडिया में डिमांड बहुत जल्दी पिकअप करेगी. But there is no such a data we can commit कर सकते हैं कि आपको हम क्वार्टर बाय क्वार्टर इसका डिमांड दे देंगे.
And just to add that the tubular steel is 10 to 20% lighter than the conventional steel.
Okay, got it. So the contractors that we are working on, so these are all small contractors, or we are in contact with some large EPC contractors also?
We are working with contractors ranging from Larsen & Toubro to Ahluwalia to SAM to Nagarjuna to Ashoka Buildcon to smaller contractors. So all types of contractors, because our structure can be used to make a small hut. It can be used to create a 5-star hotel. So irrespective of the structure, any EPC contractor who is doing the structure, we reach out to him.
Got it. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Mr. Rahul Agarwal from InCred Equities. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the opportunity. So just one question on the net debt number. It is 280 crores for the quarter. Can I get the gross debt and the gross cash number, please?
Yeah, just a sec.
FDR क्यों बनाया हुआ तुमने? APL में 950 is our gross debt and 650 crores is our FDR.
Okay, get it, sir. Sir, why I was asking this was there is one trend which I am observing that quarter on quarter the finance cost and the other income both are rising sequentially over the last 4 to 5 quarters. Why should this happen?
एक कंपनी में डेट है और एक कंपनी में एफडीआर है. तो इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है तो अगर इनकम बढ़ रही है उधर डेट है तो एबीपीएल की डेट आ गई ना.
एबीपीएल में तुम डेट ले रहे हो, बाकी जगह एफडीआर बन गई है. राहुल, दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ हमारी जो एनपीएल और एपीएल ये जो कैश पॉजिटिव में आ चुकी हैं, यहाँ पर दोनों जगह हमारा जो भी कैश प्लस होता जा रहा है, एफडीआर बनाते जा रहे हैं. एबीपीएल में बात वी हैव डन, वी इंफ्यूज इक्विटी ऑफ 600 करोड़ हमने सिर्फ इक्विटी वहाँ पे इंफ्यूज किया है. तो वहाँ पर जो बाकी पैसा है हम वहाँ पर डेट लेके कर रहे हैं. हमारा टारगेट है कि जो हमने एबीपीएल को 600 करोड़ रुपए अपना ईपीएल से दिया है, विद इन 3 ईयर हमको पैसा वापस लाना है.
समझ गया सर, समझ गया. And my second question was on the state incentives. There was a press release on the exchange which talked about incentives for the Raipur plant. There was multiple questions there, but largely wanted to understand, is it only applicable to sales done within Chhattisgarh? Do we have to assume 3/4 of 9% savings of state GST because it says 75%?
This is a state incentive to रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ गवर्नमेंट ने हमको स्टेट में प्लान लगाने के लिए इंसेंटिव दिया है. 500 करोड़ रुपीज ऑलरेडी हमको अलाउट कर चुके हैं. 500 करोड़ का हमारा फाइल प्रोसेस में चल रहा है जो हमको और मिल जाएगा. तो नेक्स्ट ईयर से अभी तो हमारा वहाँ पर जीएसटी का मॉर्बेट ऑलरेडी पेंडिंग है ड्यू टू कैपेक्स. पहले उसको कंज्यूम करेंगे, उसके बाद जो भी नेक्स्ट ईयर हमारा जीएसटी का लोकल सेल वहाँ पर हो रहा है छत्तीसगढ़ में, उसका 9% हमको रिवर्सल मिलेगा.
सर ये 9% का 75% लेना है, राइट?
9% का 75%, या यू आर राइट.
ओके. एंड
जो जीएसटी लगता है उसका लोकल जीएसटी होता है 9% का 75%, ये ऑलमोस्ट 6.75% जो भी हम लोकल सेल करेंगे छत्तीसगढ़ स्टेट में वो हमको पूरा वापस मिलेगा.
समझ गया सर. एंड व्हाट वुड बी लाइक अ टेंटेटिव सेल वॉल्यूम नंबर फॉर छत्तीसगढ़, लाइक उसका मार्केट में कितना अब्जॉर्प्शन हो सकता है?
और 50 करोड़ के आसपास हमको साल का इंसेंटिव आएगा.
ओके, सो 500 करोड़ इज टोटल, 50 करोड़ पर ईयर, तो 10 साल में खत्म हो जाएगा. इज दैट करेक्ट?
10 साल में खत्म हो जाएगा ये एग्जैक्टली. नहीं, 1000 करोड़ की टोटल.
बाकी 500 करोड़
अभी 500 करोड़ हमारा और मिलना बाकी है तुम्हारा टोटल कैपेक्स प्लान के हिसाब से. ये फर्स्ट फेज का कैपेक्स का मिला है हमको. अनदर 500 भी ऑलरेडी अप्लाई.
सर व्हाट इज दैट रिगार्ड्स टू?
Phase 2 capex plan. We have total investment in Raipur is around 200 crores. Out of that, 840 crores capex, so government is allowed 500 crores of the incentive, and second phase के लिए we have under process to apply.
अच्छा, okay, I get it. And in just Deepak ji, just in terms of accounting, this will come as other income in the books of accounting.
Yeah, other income in other.
फर्स्ट हमारा जो भी अदर इनकम होता है ना राहुल, अगर देखिए हम लोग नंबर को ढंग से नहीं पेश कर पा रहे हैं, वाटे बड़े रीजन में टीम के साथ बैठूंगा. अगर आप इस क्वार्टर का भी हमारा नंबर देखोगे तो हमारा एपीएल का वॉल्यूम हुआ है 4,83,000 टन. 91,000 टन हमारा वॉल्यूम हुआ है एपीएल का. टोटल हमारा वॉल्यूम है 574 एपीएल एंड एपीएल का. एंड एबीपीएल का वॉल्यूम है हमारा 86,000 टन का. अगर एबीपीएल में हमारा एबिटा इस क्वार्टर में 0 था, ऑलमोस्ट 3 करोड़ का एबिटा था. तो हमारा टेक्निकली आप देखोगे तो हमारा ओल्ड एपीएल का एबिटा पर टन इज 5,700 रुपीज टन, जो आपको 4,600 रुपीज टन नजर आ रहा है. और जो अदर इनकम जो इंटरेस्ट ये होता है उसमें भी हमारा मैक्सिमम पार्ट जो होता है इंटरेस्ट के अलावा वो ये एक्सपोर्ट इंसेंटिव्स का होता है. तो हमारा बिजनेस इनकम, बट आप लोग जिसको जैसे मर्जी जोड़ना चाहो जोड़ लो.
समझ गया सर, समझ गया. आई कम बैक इन द क्यू एंड थैंक यू फॉर होस्टिंग, गिविंग परमिशन फॉर होस्टिंग द कॉल. थैंक यू
राहुल. थैंक यू.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Kunal Kotari from Centrum Broking. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sir, wanted to understand the capacity part. Right now it is at 3.6 million ton. So can you give us the timeline about how much capacity will be added when, and it will get commissioned till 5 million ton?
Up to March 24 we complete our capacity for 5 million ton.
So you mean 5 million ton will be completed in FY24 itself?
Yeah.
Okay. And what will be the...
One Siliguri plant is not completed by March 24. I think you can say 4.8 million ton.
Okay. And so on the brownfield expansion, the existing, elaborate like in what kind of products we are expanding. Earlier, if I believe that the brownfield expansion was about 3 lakh ton, which you have expanded to 6 lakh ton in the existing capacity. Is it right?
So here 300,000 ton is coming from New Raipur, right? From one it is going to 1.3, and then there are 11 plants which are in APL Apollo which are running, right? And then Apollo Metrics also 100,000 ton will get added from 0.4 to 0.5. So in other 10 plants there will be like small brownfield expansions which will take place, right? So put together it will be like 0.4 from the existing 10 plants.
Okay, so in due course of time till March end, like some capacities will come and kicking in, right?
That's right. Except East India plant, we target to complete all brownfield, greenfield expansions by March 24.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Madhav from FIL. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thank you so much for your time. Sir, just wanted an update. जो water tank in terms of how the traction is, and if you could have good scale up.
So Madhav, we did one sample early this year, right, near Lucknow. So that sample got approved. Based on that, there is another small order of 50 water tanks, which the government has approved as of now. So the work on those 50 water tanks will start, and as we are talking, we are also talking to a lot more contractors and authorities to take this number to higher, right? So one thing is for sure that the government authorities have given their approval, right? So slowly they are starting. It's a very new thing for them, so they are taking some time. But our design, our sample, everything has been passed by the authority. Now the question is that from 1 to 50, how do we move from 50 to 5,000, 10,000, right? So that also is undergoing.
And this again has benefits from like lower cost of construction and faster.
So compared to RCC, steel is always expensive, right? So it will be slightly expensive, but the time taken, normally an RCC water tank takes 6 months to complete. Steel end to end can be done in 2 to 3 months.
Understood.
Almost 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months. Okay.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Dhananjay Bagrodia from ASK. Please go ahead.
So congratulations on a good set of numbers. Just a couple of questions. So now employee expenses and other expenses has been trending lower per ton. Is this something which we see even more scope from here, or would this flatten out going ahead?
Sanjay, what cost are you mentioning?
Employee. Would be flattening out over some time.
Mr. Dhananjay, may we request you to repeat your question, please?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Dhananjay, yeah. Please tell. This is my question. My part. Tell me.
So employee expenses and other expenses per ton year on year has been reducing quite a bit. Is this something which we see even more scope reducing, or is this something which will be flat going ahead?
कहाँ कम है? मेरा तो बहुत ज्यादा है. मेरा तो बोर्ड मीटिंग में टॉपिक यही था कि प्राइस में कॉस्ट हमारा ज्यादा है.
नहीं तो पिछले साल में जैसे
बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज हुआ है.
जैसे हाँ, जैसे पिछला साल 4900 था पर टन, इस साल है 3800, तो काफी घट गया है. तो मतलब ये था कि
और एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट में इतना थोड़ी, 700 रुपए के आसपास एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट.
नहीं, आपका एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट पर टन है अभी 900, जो पहले था 1000।
हाँ तो ज्यादा है बॉस, मेरा 700 होना चाहिए भाई, ज्यादा है मेरा कॉस्ट।
हाँ बट पर टन आपका काफी रिड्यूस है, तो वही मैं पूछा।
Dhananjay, what we are saying is, तो 900 rupees per ton है, though it appears lower than 1000 per ton, but we are not satisfied with 900 rupees per ton. Our target is to bring it down below 700 per ton.
600 rupees ton।
600 per ton.
तुमने बोर्ड में ये बात किया है, तो तुम लोग फालतू बोल रहे हो। So, this I promise you, when we reach the 5 million ton of capacity, my employment cost is come down from 600, less than 600 rupees per ton.
Okay, sure. And other expenses भी?
अदर एक्सपेंडिचर धनंजय हमको देखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि इसमें क्या है,
तो सेल्स के साथ ही रहेगा।
वो तो सेल्स के साथ होता है, कभी कोई फ्रेट फैक्टर ज्यादा आ गया एक्सपोर्ट का या कोई कम आ गया, वो उसके हिसाब से वैरी करता है। इन आवर बिजनेस देयर इज मेनली 4 टाइप ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर। वन इज एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट, नंबर 2 इज स्टोर कंज्यूमर, जो हमारा 250 से 300 टन के आसपास वैरी करता है। नंबर 3 पावर हमारा लगभग 50 यूनिट इंटू 8 रुपीज यूनिट पर टन, 400 टन के आसपास वैरी करता है। 400 से 500 पे मैक्सिमम, हायर साइड पे 500 जाता है, लोअर साइड पे 400 के बीच में रहता है। तो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन दिस थिंग से कंज्यूमर को मैं 200 रुपीज से नीचे लाने पर लगा हुआ हूँ, एम्प्लॉयमेंट कॉस्ट को मैं 600 से नीचे लाने पर लगा हुआ हूँ, एंड पावर को मैं लाने पर लगा हुआ हूँ 400 टन के आसपास 500 से। एंड वन मेजर फैक्टर वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द फ्रेट फैक्टर। फ्रेट फैक्टर में अभी हमारा कॉस्ट जो है 14 to 1500 रुपीज पर टन के आसपास आ रहा है। ट्राइंग विद द ईवी व्हीकल्स, अगर मेरा ईवी व्हीकल मॉडल सक्सेस हो गया तो आई ब्रिंग डाउन दिस फ्रेट कॉस्ट टू 1500 to 1000 रुपीज टन। तो ऑलमोस्ट 1000 टन का यहाँ पर मेरा टारगेट है नेक्स्ट 2 years में किसी भी तरह अपना खर्चा कम करने का।
ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया सर। और सर इस साल में फुल ईयर कैपेक्स नंबर कितना होगा फाइनली?
300 करोड़, बैलेंस 3 क्वार्टर्स में। मे भी 20 करोड़ लेस होगा कि हमारा एक प्लांट अभी और नहीं लग पाएगा साल में। 275 to 280, less than 300 crore.
So Q1 we did 180 and then 250 maybe in 9 months.
Okay. Thank you sir, धन्यवाद।
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of CA Garvit Goyal from Envesh Analytics. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So my question is just a clarification. In the presentation you mentioned Vision 2025. So doubling of revenue will be in the FY25 or by FY26? Because in earlier...
So we say calendar 2025, which is March 26 fiscal year.
Understood, sir. And sir, one more clarification on the market share side. So currently, what is our market share in the overall structural steel tube industry of 80 lakh, I think you mentioned in the earlier Concall?
So if you look at the current trends, right, we believe that our market share is about 60%. Okay, in structural steel tubing, which comprises of sizes from 8 by 8 mm dia and goes up to 1000 by 1000 mm dia. So here we should be above 60%.
Understood, sir. And so EBITDA per ton is intact, I think 5,000 for the entire year, right?
Also, we पहले भी अपने कॉल में बताया, my EBITDA per ton for this quarter is 5,700 rupees per ton. If you exclude the APL number.
Yeah, understood, sir. Understood, right. Okay, that's it from my side, sir. All the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, due to time constraint, that was the last question of our question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Anubhav Gupta from APL Apollo Tubes Limited for closing comments.
Thank you. Thanks, Rahul and Incred, for hosting us, and thanks to all the participants who took out their time and joined for this call. Hope to see you for second quarter FY24 soon. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. On behalf of Incred Equities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.